Mann has sent a message at the Shatta movement fans and the Beam natives.
I love Shatta Wale. Who says I don't? I do. I like the way that he does his business. Shatta Wale is one person that has actually brought value to artists in this country. And I've said it time and time again. But people decide to allow whatever that they want to allow. If I say he's a good businessman, he's taught the industry on how to make good money. And the supporters will not allow that. But I tell him that he's reckless with the way that he speaks, and they want to loud that negative one. It's entirely their business, not me. Because you have a court that are supposed to loud the good things that is being said about you.
Will you now say Stonebwoy has joined your Untouchables?
He was part of my Untouchables, and I dropped him because of a few things that he did.
What do you do that made you drop him?
He was coming off as very disrespectful and arrogant.
So Mann, Eyobia, yenim say or you very controversial media person. Now, in fact, or you one of the few people SM fans. A Jan, pena SM baku say because of the constant attack on Shatta Wale. Omujidi say or Shedda on Shatta SM well. Or the opinion about doing an exclusive interview on Joy Prime TV. Also on time Shatta Wale will share Shatta and ne on no ebe kasa. Also the fact say Obashe no enche say they are enemies. Nipa crowd pe wasem and I just obet tian. Now see in the past and even quite recently and present, just wa can in same peer yen sempa e dey Shatta, such as Obia what changing the face of Ghana music industry in terms of how we monetize the whole industry. Also, Shatta has received several praises from him. Now, so, praise Shatta, the SM fans don't promote that portion. However, Obashe Shatta say onim kasa on behavior not just SM fans. Eja lie. And yes, Shatta in Shatta Mann's statement call MI Stonebwoy and so edging. Was this Stonebwoy? Danny arrogant or this Stonebwoy other side on who you know with this side say he is no longer part of his Untouchables. And the Untouchables even omudi bonim poa or be support you. Was this Stonebwoy during 2019 VGM Efia score 3-2 on stage after that particular incident or approaches Stonebwoy wanting to find out say is he okay? Was this Stonebwoy tiano say omo ena omo empower Shatta Wale a chese Shatta Jimmy a chese wabe cause that particular trigger on stage amana 3-2 or say that statement as Stonebwoy make it to hear no ama who says Stonebwoy embu adie baku say this among other revelation NHS Mann editor out. Mama yango share that particular video. Vimbas TV so and we all credit to Joy Prime TV.
If you should meet Shatta Wale today, will you talk to him?
Of course. Rosalind, you know me. And I always say I don't really prove myself to people because if you have a good heart, there's no need proving it to anybody. The person that you feel you need to owe that to, proving that you have a good heart is God, the giver of life. Right. So he's the only person that I trust as much as possible to strive to be a good person as far as he's concerned. But the rest of the people, I don't. I have a few people in my corner that knows my heart, that I don't need to prove anything to. So if I say something and you take it offensively, it is really your cup of tea.
Yeah.
If you really analyze the things that I say, forget about the tone. My tone is my tone. That's what makes me very different. But if you sit down and you analyze every single thing that I've said about each person, forget about the tone. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if you listen to it critically, you see that I'm telling the truth. So the bottom line is the truth. I'm telling the truth, just like Paul in the Bible. He was harsh.
But it might, mar the kind of relationship. Now you're a host.
Yeah.
You might have to host some of these musicians on your show.
Yeah.
How will you relate with them?
First and foremost, who I am, the truthful person that I am, it will reflect in everything that I do. So if I'm a host, and you feel like I've spoken about you, and you have some malice against me, and you say you not come on the platform, there are others that are willing to come on the show. You get what I'm saying? I mean, if this industry, I decided to host all my Untouchables, I'll have 3 years of content, 3 solid years of content. Do you get what I'm saying? And I want people to see to see what I do is that I will be the voice of the truth. And so we share Bible power. Say obi a nyankopon edono ana reprimand no. So anybody that I say stuff about, I love Shatta Wale. Who says I don't? I do. I like the way that he does his business. Shatta Wale is one person that has actually brought value to artists in this country. And I've said it time and time and time again. But people decide to allow whatever that they want to allow. If I say he's a good businessman, he's taught the industry on how to make good money. And the supporters will not allow that. But I tell him that he's reckless with the way that he speaks, and they want to loud that negative one. It's entirely their business, not me. Because you have a court that are supposed to loud the good things that is being said about you. That's why now I tilt towards the Samini fan base, high grade, and I tilt towards the Sarkodie fan base, and I tilt towards now Beam fan base, because of the fact that they highlight the positivity of the artist, not anything negative that anybody has said about them. So if anybody that I speak about, that is,
so will you now say Stonebwoy has joined your Untouchables?
He was part of my Untouchables, and I dropped him because of a few things that he did.
What do you do that made you drop him?
He was coming off as very disrespectful and arrogant. So, when I see that, because it's people that made you, do you understand what I'm saying?
But do you have a personal experience where he became...
Yeah, I did.
What happened?
I did. I think 2019, the VGMAs, that really was stopped abruptly because of the two giants that we have. I mean, Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy. And anybody knows that anybody that has passed through the high-grade family, it's my person. So Kaki, Kofi Kenata, by mere fact that you are associated with Samini, I have so much love for that guy. And anybody who is affiliating to him, I tend to like the person. So I really love Stonebwoy because he was, Samini's son. So when that situation happened and we came back and he was sitting down, as somebody that loves him, I went to him. And I like, dude, are you okay? Then he was like, no, don't speak to me. Don't speak to me. It is you, the people that have given this boy the opportunity. I'm like, what? Everybody knows that me and Shatta, genocide, we don't ball like that. Everybody knows that I tilt towards the high graders more than. So for you to have, said that, so Black CD actually apologized and called the next day and apologized to me. So I felt like I'm using my voice, my energy to support you. The school that my parents paid money for me to go, I'm using that opportunity that I get to laud you, to appreciate you. And when it's time for me to see how you're doing as a person that I appreciate, for instance, if something happens to you and I'm there, I'll run to you, Rosalind, to tell, how you doing, Mama? I have not done anything. Then you come at me as if that I'm on the other side. When I'm on this side, I really felt a certain type of way. So I decided to drop him, not to use my voice and all of that. However, he is doing amazing. He's doing amazing as an artist.
Maybe at that time he wasn't in the right frame.
Yeah, I mean...
And, it happens when people are angry.
But you should know your own now.
Oh, but sometimes, you might know your own. But in that
I don't go with that. I know my own. No matter what, if I'm doing something, you walk up to me and say, Mama, let's go, let's move. I know you.
But now everything is fine.
No. I love what he's doing.
Okay.
So because of that, I allowed it.
Okay.
Because what he's doing is amazing. He's putting down on the map. So even if he's not really my untouchable, I speak about people that are not my untouchables.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? I love them. So if he's doing something that is good, I would definitely praise him for that. So that's entirely it. That's why I dropped him. But it doesn't negate the fact that if he does something good, if it's bad, I'll say it. If it's good, I have to say it as well, yeah.
Also, Mann, a statement, and I just say, Yensa, Aka, Aya, Sign, so I ding, and who be no. What is your take on Insema, Waka, for Adrian Ebra, Vimbas TV, so, and now, move once. Watch a video on YouTube, no one subscribe, yeah, do or say, over subscribe.
Vimbas TV.